Today, I want to address a very big and very unfortunate elephant in the room that has been in my room for the last couple months now, and that is my missing nair video from my channel. Yes, I have deleted my very viral nair video that has amassed like 50 million views at its time of deletion, and it literally like broke my soul when I saw that number as I was like clicking delete. Like literally all the pieces of me shattered as the crowd was chanting more. But basically, yes, unfortunately, you guys, I had to delete my nair video along with like a bunch of my other hits on my YouTube. For people that don't know, if you're like new to my channel, I'm sure you know what I'm talking about if you're like watching this video, but last summer in June, I posted a video onto my YouTube titled Removing Butt Hairs Using Nair, a visual guide. And in that video, I basically stripped and kind of showed my hairy butthole uncensored. And then I showed the world how to remove the hairs on my butthole using the nair cream. And somehow, for some reason, that video like went kind of viral, and that kind of like boosted my channel and allowed me to post more visual guides onto my channel uncensored, like videos of me trimming my pubes or like putting on a condom, and they were all kind of educational because I knew at the time, clearly not now, but at the time I knew that I was allowed to post nudity on YouTube as long as those videos were educational. So I do want to get into that today because I feel like I do owe my viewers an explanation, and also because like at the time of me deleting all my videos, I noticed in my analytics that thousands of people actually viewed my visual guides, and when I deleted my visual guides, people online constantly, even now, like still ask me like where the videos went. And so I do want to like get into the details as to why I had to remove my videos. But before I do that, I do want to tell you that those visual guides are still available and still will be available on my site. If you click on the links below, there's like a link to a site, which is kevinleonardo.com. And if you click on the part where it says like Kevin Uncensored, it's like the first link below. You'll go to a place, which is my site, and that place has all of my past visual guides. And also that's where I will be posting my uncensored visual guides from here on out. There is a barrier to entry, and it's not like a big barrier, but there is like a small barrier to entry, which is there because I want to filter out like spammers and like people that don't like me and people that like want to ruin my vibe, because I had a Discord a few months ago and people like ruined it because there were no barriers to entry. Anyway, if you want my visual guides, hit the links below, click on Kevin Uncensored. It'll take you to my site, blah, 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 blah. Check that out. Anyway, so I'm actually very sad about this because like YouTube has been such a big part of my life in the last couple years, especially after the nair video. And so can you like literally imagine how depressed I felt when I had to delete basically like my biggest, most popular videos off my channel? Like that literally like took such a big toll like in my life. And that was a big part of the reason why I took kind of like a small break on YouTube. I don't know if anyone actually cares about that or like actually wants to know why I went away for a few months. If you do care, I'm probably going to talk about this in a separate video because that's like a big like can of worms that I don't want to get into in this video. But a part of the reason why I went on a break, as I mentioned, is because I had to delete my nair video. And the reason why I deleted that video was because I had been posting like a lot of like weird videos onto YouTube in like specifically in 2024. Yes, in 2023 too, but in 2024 I felt like I think I reached like a creative block. I was always posting visual guides on how to trim your pubes or like remove butt hairs using like razors or like using like nair creams or like new creams and stuff like that. But on like the other part of my brain wanted to kind of like branch out and like post other forms of content. Yes, I am kind of known for like educational videos on YouTube and like TikTok, but like when I reached like a new younger audience like a year ago that like liked my personality for being funny and for being entertaining, I wanted to branch out. And so that's why like on YouTube I started to post like weird clickbaity things along with my visual guides. Like I would post things like if I would if I like brush my cat's teeth, I'll like talk about it in a video and then I'll title it like fingering my cat, because like I'd be putting my finger like in his mouth to like brush his teeth. Or like I would meet like younger girls in public because they would like know me from online and they would ask me to take photos with them, and then I would like talk about that on a YouTube video and I would title it like little girls excite me or something, as like a clickbaity thing to get people to click on my stuff as a way to be like kind of funny, but like it was kind of weird. Anyway, I had been posting a lot of those on my YouTube, and I think at first YouTube was like cool with it. And eventually, like for some reason, in May and June, YouTube stopped being cool with those videos. Like even like videos that I had posted like months ago, like in 2023 or like earlier this year, they started to basically demonetize those specific videos from my channel. And for people that don't know, I was monetized on YouTube like literally since I think 2021. I don't make that much money off YouTube, especially like before like the nair video, but after the nair video, I think I made like between 2,000 to 4,000 a month from just clicks on my YouTube. Not like I wouldn't make money from like my actual visual guides that like showed nudity because those videos are not monetized. But basically, if you have a monetized channel, you get money per view for all of your videos that are monetized. So even though my nude visual guides were not monetized, I would still make money from people viewing like all my other videos, which included the clickbaity titles like fingering my cat or like little girls excite me. Those videos I would make money on. So basically, my point is YouTube demonetized those specific videos in May and in June, and it was kind of like a shocking thing to see because sometimes they would do like a bunch at one time. So it was never like, oh, I would make a video and then they would demonetize it like right away. It was like I would make like, let's say 10 videos, and then like months later, I would get like 10 emails in a row saying like, oh, YouTube decided to demonetize these specific videos, and I would submit appeals for them, and they would not like listen to the appeals. And I was like, you know what, that's fine. Like, I'll, you know, do my best to follow the rules. I've never wanted to be online to like not follow any rules, and I never wanted to like piss people off. I mean, piss people, like viewers, I can piss off like for fun sometimes, but like YouTube, TikTok, like the actual platforms, I never want to like not be like a good, not student, but like be a good creator. Like I've always wanted to be like a creator that like followed rules, right? So I made it a goal to just stick to visual guides and like non-clickbaity titles from that point on. However, I think like a week or two after me getting demonetized on a lot of my videos, YouTube decided to demonetize my whole channel. So this is like a very embarrassing thing for me to even talk about, because I feel like I've always thought that like I followed the rules, and I would like I would literally read like YouTube guidelines and like their blog posts and stuff. And as like a 26-year-old, like trying to have a career online, it is embarrassing for me and like shameful to admit that like I made a mistake and YouTube demonetized my channel, even though I only made like 25% of my income from this specific part of YouTube, because most of my income would come from like brand deals and sponsorships, and like it's a bunch of other things like TikTok, for example, YouTube partner program, ads, other like my sales of my douche kits, my bottoming course. There's a lot of different like streams of my income, like a little bit of everything. But like losing basically almost passive income from YouTube when they demonetized my channel was very hurtful for me, and it hurt my feelings and it hurt my ego, and I didn't want to talk about it. And basically I was just like, wow, like this sucks. And I tried to submit like many appeals, and I tried to speak to my YouTube manager, and nothing was helping. And so I basically got notice that I was like being demonetized, and I couldn't like reapply for monetization until like October or September or something of this year, like 3 months from when I first got demonetized. And I was like very just like upset about it, right? And then to make things basically worse, sorry, my computer just turned off. Basically, after that had happened, I was just chilling. I think I was like literally like, I had decided to not post for a while after I got demonetized. And then I got an email from YouTube saying they removed one of my videos. And I was like, what the heck? And it was like, I think it was either a clickbait title or like one of the visual guides that I had posted, but it wasn't like, maybe it was like a more risque visual guide or something. And what happens with YouTube is, if you guys don't know how this works, is YouTube has like a strike system. So like if you have a video removed for community guidelines purposes, if you like violated a community guideline, you first get a warning that now it expires. Before it like didn't expire, but now you get a warning and it expires. And then if you get 3 strikes after that, your channel gets terminated. So like the first strike, you can't post for like a week, and then the second strike, you can't post for like 2 weeks, and then third strike, your channel is just gone forever, right? And I had dealt with YouTube support, and I knew that they weren't like super supportive or like super helpful when it comes to demonetization or like videos being removed or whatever. And so when they removed one of my videos and gave me a warning, I was like, oh shit, like I don't want to like get a strike or like lose my channel. And then like literally, like, this all happened very fast, by the way, like the demonetization of my videos, and then like this warning. Basically, I think in the same week or in the same 2 weeks, I had a second video get taken down. And by the way, none of my appeals like worked. When my second video was taken down, I think it was like a waxing ad that I did for a waxing company. Like I posted a waxing my pubes tutorial to promote this waxing company called Trust Wellness. And then when they removed that, because I had a warning that I just got that hadn't expired yet, YouTube gave me a strike. And when I got that strike, I was like, oh my gosh, like I tried to appeal that like decision, because I was like, well, I've been posting visual guides for years now, and there are like literally like 15 other visual guides on my channel. YouTube was like, we don't care, like this video still violated the guidelines, it's still going to stay removed. When they said that, I was like, oh shit. Basically, if I get 2 more strikes on my channel, or if I like have 2 more videos get removed, then that would be 3 strikes, and then my entire channel would get deleted. And I just could not bring myself, like I couldn't like let that happen, because I've fortunately grown like to 400 something thousand subscribers on YouTube, which thank you so much if you're here, and if you're watching this, thank you for like following me and for giving me like a career that I love. But when they removed the waxing video, I basically was like, oh my gosh, like I have to delete all of my old videos. Now looking back, I'm like, well, technically I could have just like gone on every single visual guide and just like blurred all of my privates, because like I know that's like an option. You can blur stuff out like after posting a video onto YouTube. If you just go on like the YouTube studio and then the editor section, you can blur stuff out. But I didn't think about that at the time, because things happened so fast, and I really just felt like I had seconds, minutes, or days. I just felt like I had like only like minutes to fix things before the YouTube system would like catch all of my videos. And like if they had deleted like 2 more videos in a row, I would have literally been screwed. So after the waxing tutorial got removed, I was like, holy crap. Like I just went on my YouTube studio and like I just deleted all of my visual guides, and also all of like the weird clickbaity titles that I had been posting onto YouTube. And obviously this included the nair video. And man, I was just like so sad when I had to do that. But basically that's what I did in June. I think it was June, yeah. That's what I had to do in June, was delete all of my visual guides. And it was like so it was just so sad. But basically that's why I removed the nair video. And I knew that I had to like re-upload all of those videos onto my site then, like in June, but like I kind of fell into like a weird depressive state after that, because I felt like if you had to delete, like, I mean, can you guys empathize? Like I had to delete like basically my most popular videos on YouTube, and videos that basically kind of like got me like started on social media and got me like on like a better or like a more, not respectable, because like I'm sure people like think I'm a joke still, but like those videos put me on the map basically. Like it put me on the YouTube like sphere. Like it introduced me to like creators. It got me to meet my friends that I have now. Like it's just like it opened so many doors for me that like that I mean, I'm sure I would have like found my way into the social media sphere regardless, but those videos were just big, you know, like they had like so many views and people were still watching them, and they're like recent. They were like from a year ago. So the fact that like I had to delete them, like it just was so sad. But basically now the state of my YouTube channel, like I still have that one strike that I'm still waiting for it to expire. I can't reapply for the monetization thing until that strike expires. So I have to wait like another month or so, or maybe like a month and a half. Hopefully they reinstall my channel or like remonetize my channel. Which brings me back to my site. So I knew that I had to like re-upload all of my visual guides in June onto my site, because I've always had my bottoming course and I've always had my club situation on my site, which is, I'm gonna link my site down below in the description box. I knew that I had to do that, but because I was upset about this and so many other things in my life that I will talk about in a different video, I didn't. And I just like didn't post for like months because I was just like very depressed, if I'm being frank. I was very sad. And even now just talking about this, like you may have noticed I've like stumbled over my words, and I've just like kind of been like not in a very relaxed state. I'm better now. The fact that I'm like talking about this is like a good sign, but I have not been very confident in myself or in my skills these last few months. And I basically just like took a few months to really just work out. That's like that was the only thing I could do. Unfortunately, all I could do, I felt like, was play tennis. I picked up tennis, and I took so many Orange Theory fitness classes and also hot yoga classes. And so I guess as a result of all of this, I got more in shape. But now that I feel better, like in September, I did put all of my visual guides, past, current, and I will post future ones on there. And so, like I said, you can hit the link below. It's going to be like under Kevin Uncensored or something, because I think that's the vibe of what all of this is. If you like click on that, and if you go on my site, you will have access to all of my old visual guides and also whatever I'm going to post in the future. So that's like kind of the decision that I'm taking at the current moment. I don't think I can post any more nudity onto YouTube, unfortunately. So I'm sorry if you want to see explicit guides on here. From now on, all of my videos, I think I'm going to have to blur any like privates or anything explicit onto here. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to like post the full uncensored versions of those videos on my site. So it'll be kind of like when influencers have like a podcast and they post like only cuts of their podcast on social media, and their full like uncensored versions of the podcasts are like on Patreon, and like, I don't know, when people like use OF and stuff, like it's going to be similar, except this is going to be on my site, and it's going to be the same thing that I've been doing for years, which is uncensored visual guides on how to do, I don't know, like private things like hair removal, sex ed. I did post a bunch of like douching tutorials on YouTube before I had to take them down. So those will still be coming, I promise. Like I still will be posting, I'll still be working, but just know now that like the explicit versions of my videos will be on my site instead of on YouTube. And it makes me sad, but that's just what I have to do at this current moment in my life. So if you guys, you know, want to be a part of that, like definitely click the link below and join kind of like the group on my site. It's called Kevin Uncensored. It'll be like the first link that you see. I have always wanted to build a community of people on the internet. That was always the reason why I like wanted to start social media when I was like younger. And clearly I don't know if you guys like keep up with all of this, but basically like every single time I try to do like a community style thing, it always doesn't work out, because I feel like I've always wanted, like, I used to be kind of like the person that's like, oh, like you can be my friend, like anyone can be my friend, like if you want to join this group that I'm making online, like all you have to do is click on it and then it's free, like just join. Like I would have like Instagram groups, and I would have like Discord servers, and I would have just like these big group chats that were intended to build a community and like a healthy environment for everyone. But every time I did that, people would come in and spam, or like things would be taken out of context, and people would try to like cancel me, I guess. For like the last cancellation that I had regarding my Discord was people tried to say that like, oh, people were sending like weird stuff on the servers, and they blamed me for it, because they were like, why do you have like minors in your server, and why do you let them like send each other like explicit things? And I'd be like, well, I don't have control over like who comes into Discord. I don't have control over, like, the internet is a big place. I don't really have control over like who comes in on a link that's a public link, and they can just send whatever they want. If I block image permissions or video permissions, they can still send those images as GIFs, and it just like it wasn't working out. Like every solution that I was taking, people still found a way to tell me that I was doing it wrong, and people were tweeting about me, and people were posting on YouTube about how I'm like a creeper and how I suck, and it just was a bad time. So that's why now on my site, if you click on my group, which is Kevin Uncensored or whatever, there is a barrier to entry. And I think that's important because I don't want to have like people that don't like me or people that like will misconstrue things that I say and make me out to be like a really bad guy. I don't want those types of people on my inner like circles online anymore. And I'm grateful to say that I've made real friends through the internet, you know, viewers and also like other creators as well. And I want to keep that number. I want to keep those people like exclusively. I don't want like creepers coming in and like ruining the vibe that I have with you guys, people that like me. And yeah, so that's basically why I had to delete my visual guides online, including my nair video, and it sucks, but that's what I had to do. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. I will post a video probably sometime this week explaining why I didn't post for a few months if people like care about it, because I feel like for me as a person, like it's hard for me to continue consistently doing something if I don't get something off my chest, if that thing is important to why I went away in the first place. It's the same thing with like friendships. Like if me and someone have like a falling out, I have to at least have like one conversation about it with that person. I can't not address things. I have to talk about it. And I think if I addressed going away for a bit on YouTube or online, I think I'll feel much better, and I think I'll just be more consistent, and I think I can get back to work. So I will be posting that at some point soon. But I do really appreciate, you know, you guys being here, the people that do like me. I have a lot of anxiety now regarding like people that hate me online. So if you like me, I appreciate you liking me. And I'll probably also post my old visual guides, or I'll recreate them onto YouTube. Like the nair video, for example, I'll just have to blur out like the hole and the taint and the sack. So thank you guys so much for everything. I'm really excited to be back, and I don't care that much anymore that like things are not monetized. I'll find a way to make money still, and hopefully I can reapply like next month, and hopefully they accept me, because I have deleted so many of my like clickbaity and just like shady videos on the internet. So yeah, I'll still find a way to be entertaining and funny, just not in like those same methods, I guess. But thank you so much for watching this video. I love you, and I'll see you very, very soon.